The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, "When the Advocate comes, whom I will send from the Father, the Spirit of truth that proceeds from the Father, he will testify to me. And you also testify, because you have been with me from the beginning. I have much more to tell you, but you cannot bear it now. But when he comes, the Spirit of truth, he will guide you to all truth. He will not speak on his own, but he will speak what he hears, and he will declare to you the things that are coming. He will glorify me, because he will take from what is mine and declare it to you. Everything that the Father has is mine. For this reason I told you that he will take from what is mine and declare it to you." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So I think it's kind of neat this year that Pentecost coincides with graduation here in Crook and Campbell counties. That's pretty neat, but it's also pretty providential as well, because the two really have a lot of similar significance. You know, it's kind of got this message of go, right? Go change the hearts of believers through Pentecost, and go change the world through, just you being you, right? So I think it's real similar messages. Really beautiful time to just be sent, right? So it made me reflect on my own graduation a little bit, and as graduation, it'd be kind of like my Uncle Joe. It was the happiest day of my life when I was done with high school. But anyway, I did leave home about 2 days after that. And I remember waking up that first Sunday morning, waking up in my camper, because that's what you do after high school. And I woke up and I thought, I guess it's up to me whether I want to go to Mass or not. And I no longer got that thought through my head. And my uncle beat on the door. "Let's go to Mass. Come on, let's go to church." And I am so thankful for that moment. Like the biggest decision of my life. Like a lot of people stumble right there. I won't go this weekend. I'll go. And then it's just all over the board. Go to Mass. That's the only encouragement I have for you. Keep going to Mass. That's where it's at. And it was for me. Okay, I went to Mass. And then I went the next week. I just kept going. And there was no fireworks. It was just this slow, steady growth, right? But it made me reflect on that, the nature. What is the Mass? I mean, what is church? What is all this about? And I would say, the church is the home of the Holy Spirit. He resides here, especially in the sacraments, in the Eucharist. It's always present, but he's here always. So every time we come to Mass, it's like a little Pentecost. It's not like it's like the guys at the first Pentecost. I mean, they blow out of the upper room like 6 guns ablaze, and watch out. Now, would that was true here, but even if it's not, it doesn't mean we haven't received the Holy Spirit at every Mass. So it's every time we come, we receive the Lord and we go out and we proclaim the truth, and that's what the Holy Spirit is. He's the Spirit of truth. So when the boys do leave the upper room, and there's this mysterious way of they speak in one language that so many other languages can understand, right? That's why it's so amazing. How can we hear these guys speaking in our language? It's interesting. So what is the universal language of the Holy Spirit? Truth, right? Jesus says so. He says, "When I send the Spirit of truth," right? That's what the Holy Spirit sounds like, truth. And it resonates on our hearts and our minds, and it sets us free. The truth will set us free. So, seek the truth, the fullness of the truth. The world is happy to sell us partial truths and even lies. Things that will make us happy, but they don't in the long run, right? The Holy Spirit does, the Spirit of truth. So sometimes, you hear there's a crisis of faith in the world. I don't know if there's a crisis of faith as much as there's a crisis of reason. People don't think as much. They don't seek the truth as much. The Holy Spirit, the grace of the Holy Spirit perfects our reason, helps us reason well and seek the truth. And when we find the truth, whether it's in the scientific world or the moral life or the faith sets us free. So seek the truth, the fullness of the truth. We all should do that. That's where we encounter the Holy Spirit. All right? And what's that spirit of truth sound like? It's not jarring. It's not fearful. No, it's super consoling. That's why he's called the advocate. But what are the fruits of the Spirit? You can tell a tree by its fruits. What are the fruits of the Holy Spirit? Paul nails them. Love, joy, patience, kindness, gentleness, self-control, peace, right? These are the fruits of the Holy Spirit. So when we find the truth, we discover these fruits. And who doesn't want to be peaceful, joyful, loving, kindness, all that jazz? That's happiness, right? That's what the world's after. So, hey, take advantage, it's all of us, take advantage of this day, this Pentecost, this opportunity to be refreshed with the Holy Spirit. So we've been working towards so that we can all be sent, right? Sent to proclaim the gospel with our lives, right? To inspire the world after we've been inspired by the Holy Spirit. And we do that by seeking the truth, right? The truth will set us free. It'll also set us on fire. So be filled with the truth. Be filled with the Holy Spirit. Stick close to the church, the home of the Holy Spirit, and then go out there and change the world. Set it on fire.